Now what is the pitch? Suppose this is my main reinforcement, okay, and this is my transverse reinforcement for an column. Let us draw it clearly, a little bit clear. This is my column, main reinforcement, okay, and this is my lateral ties, okay. Now the center to center distance between these ties is equals to pitch of the lateral ties. So I think so you have understood regarding the pitch, okay. Now we have to decide what is the distance for the pitch. The first is equals to least lateral dimension. What is this least lateral dimension? It is nothing but the minimum width of the column. Width means what? Small b into capital D. Now here least lateral dimension, suppose I am assuming it as a 30 mm or L by 6 or 300 mm, okay. 300 mm means it is the maximum pitch distance for the column, okay. Now the next check is nothing but the check for minimum eccentricity, okay. The check of minimum eccentricity is given by the two formulas. The first formula is E minimum is equals to L upon 500 plus B upon 30, and it should be equals to or less than 20 mm. Next, and it should be equals to or less than 20 mm. Also it should be less than 0.05 times the B, okay. The next is E minimum in the y direction. E minimum is equals to L upon 500 plus D by 3. Note that in the case of eccentricity in the x direction, it is B by 30, whereas in the case of eccentricity in the y direction, it is D by 30, and both the eccentricity should be equals to 20 mm, and in the case of y direction, it should be less than 0.05 of B, okay. Then the next step is to assume the clear cover. The clear cover DC is equals to 40 mm, and after calculation of the DC, calculate the distance between the bar, and note that the distance between the bar should not be greater than 300 mm. Got it? Suppose this is my reinforcement and these are my bars. So distance between these two bars should not be greater than 300 mm, okay. Then we comes towards the last thing, that is the reinforcement detailing. So this is my cross section of a column. These are my bars. Suppose these are my bars of the column. Then what we do here, we put a, suppose, yes, this is the tie of the, this is the tie member. Okay, now here we may also provide a link. Okay, so this is a cross section of the reinforcement, or either we may also provide the longitudinal reinforcement in this way. This is our main reinforcement. Okay, main reinforcement, this is our column, and then main reinforcement, then this is our tie member, and they are placed at a distance of equal distance, whichever is equals to the pitch of the column. So let us have a brief review. The first is the design step number 1, the given things. In the given things, FCK, FY, L and P are given. We required the B into D, ASC, ASH. Then we assume the percentage of the steel as 1 to 2% of AG. Then we calculate the gross area. AG is equals to 1.5 times the P. AG is equals to PU into 0.4 FCK into AG plus 0.67 FY minus 0.45 FCK into ASC. Then we have to check the slenderness of the column, whether it is a short column or a long column. Then we assume the width of the column. Before that, the slenderness of the column, LE is equals to, slenderness ratio is LE upon least lateral dimension. Then assume the width of the column. Generally we assume that width of the column as 230 mm. Then we calculate the ASC, which is equals to 1 to 2% of AG, where ASC is the area of steel in the column. Then calculate the number of bars in the longitudinal reinforcement. ASC is minimum is equals to 0.8% and maximum it is 4%. Preferably it is 6%. The next step is the lateral ties, which is the first step is we have to see the diameter, which is equals to 1/4 times the minimum main bar diameter, or 6 mm, whichever is greater. Then we calculate the pitch. Then we check the minimum eccentricity. After checking the eccentricity, we assume the clear cover, that is 40 mm, and calculate the distance between the bar. And we know that finally the distance between the bar should not be greater than 300 mm. So this was all about the design of axially loaded column. Thank you.